Aquarius, welcome to your June 2016 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. This month, in conjunction with the runes, I'm going to be using a classic deck, the beautiful Tarot Art Nouveau. This is the premium edition, which I was very excited to pick up. And it has artwork by Antonella Castelli. This month, your spiritual guidance council card over on my Vimeo page is going to be taken from the Witchlings. It's an adorable little deck by Paulina Cassidy, who I'm sure many of you have heard from, and if you haven't, definitely jump over there. The link is below in the details section. Just tap or click that little arrow beneath the video to go over there after I do your reading, because that's going to give you your spiritual guidance for the month. Generally ties into the challenge or focus of each month, so you can get some additional wisdom for how to handle anything that may crop up in June. But let's jump in here, Aquarius, and see which runes want to talk to you for June. And I also wanted to mention, now that we are halfway through the year, now's a good time to re-watch your yearly overview that I posted at the beginning of 2016. Just kind of take stock, see where you are and what's left to come. If you click the info button or the little I here in the video, that will take you to your yearly overview so you can review that. We'll also be posting mid-year check-ins over on my Vimeo page next month. I'm working on those now, so I will announce those next month, remind you about that. That can also give you some additional guidance for maneuvering through what remains of the year here. Of course, you can watch the video for your rising sign. I always recommend that you do that because it can contain additional messages for you. The only way to get a reading that's all for you and all the messages are about you is to schedule an appointment with me. I do those on Skype. They are $65 for 30 minutes. Just drop me a line at runescopes4u@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U if you would like to set up an appointment. But let's see here. Aquas. What's going on? A lot of wishes coming true, Aqua. Definitely, some wishes coming true, and in unexpected ways in June. We got the Star card coming up. Now this is coming up as your challenge or focus. For some of you, you may be trying to make a wish happen. You may be trying to heal from a disruptive event, an unexpected thing that kind of threw you. Maybe that, it seems like you're coming into June already knowing what this is, this unexpected thing that happened. For some of you, maybe it happened this year. It may be older than that for others of you. Whatever it was just quite a shock, could have been, or it really kind of shook your foundations here. So you're trying to heal from that. Some of you, though, are trying to make a wish come true, and maybe you are encountering delays or have been encountering delays, and there may still be some in June, but for the most part, I feel like many of you are going to be overcoming that. And for most of you, this seems to have something to do with relationships, particularly partnerships. With the Two of Cups here, the Two of Chalices in the position of what must be accepted, there's a union involved here. And then we also have Gifu, which is the rune of partnership, marriage, coming together. So what must be accepted about June is you and your partner, or you and someone new are coming together and taking, it's quite a serious thing when it comes to the Two of Chalices. There's something going on here where I'm not repeating the same lessons from the past. I refuse to do that. I'm healing from that. I'm letting that go, and I'm moving forward in a more positive direction. I am leaving a negative or abusive or hurtful relationship for one that is beautiful, a real kind of soul connection, a real kind of melding or of hearts here. And that's kind of reinforced by what comes up in the help position, because you have the 8 of, in this deck, chalices, but that's also the 8 of cups. and in other standard decks. And the Eight of Cups is about, again, leaving behind an emotionally difficult situation, leaving behind something that was an emotional loss, or that maybe cost you a great deal emotionally. Okay, we're moving on from that. Now, for some of you, this could be a new person that you're leaving behind a negative relationship and moving on with a new person. For others of you, it's just that, okay, we together as a couple are leaving behind this tumultuous period. We're leaving behind these difficult aspects, and you know, we're going to work on this. We're gonna move forward and make this better. I don't want to give up. I don't want to throw in the towel. You know, and for many of you, a counselor may be involved. So you may be seeking advice. You may be going to talk to a counselor, couples counseling, or you know, talking to someone about these issues together or individually. I mean, you could be, you know, going on your own just to get some advice, get some insight. Maybe you're getting a reading. You know, certainly drop me a line if you want to kind of take a look at your specific situation, because this is so general. But yeah, I do feel like you will be talking to someone who's very wise, very skilled, you know, knows their stuff as far as, you know, giving advice and helping you overcome or turn over a new leaf here. So yeah, this situation that you are leaving behind, this does not have to be just like a romantic partnership. This could be anyone that you're close to where you have that soul bond. And generally, those that we incarnate with, especially like our family, our parents, our kids, that sort of thing, you know, we come in kind of in pods. So we're all, that's our soul group, and we incarnate again over and over with those souls. And, you know, we're always working out one-to-one, you know. There's the soul group dynamic, but then there's also our specific connections, our specific karma, our specific relationships with each of those people. And, you know, we owe some, they owe us some. You know, we're always working on that. So this does not just have to be a romantic partner. This could also be someone that you just love, and someone that you love that loves you, or that you used to love, or you know, you used to care about. I am seeing arguments and disagreements, but what I'm feeling like is like someone's going to tell you I wasn't myself. Now, I feel like that'll be specific for some of you. I wasn't myself when I said that. Aquarius, you may be saying this to someone else. Maybe you lashed out at someone because of something else. Or maybe they angered you and you really let them have it. And so now you're kind of like, okay, I was under stress. That's not me. You know, I wish I could take it back. But of course, you know, once it's out there, it's out there. But I am sorry that I said that. How, you know, can we fix this? And I feel like a lot of you, because you've got 4 of coins here in reverse. I'm trying to hold these up so you can see them. The lighting here causes a glare, but they're so pretty. Let me make sure you can see them. But yeah, 4 of coins in reverse kind of talks about someone who's been selfish. Now this can be with money or things or possessions, but it can also be jealousy in a relationship. It can be like a possessiveness in a relationship. So maybe that's what someone is saying, you know, I wasn't being myself because I was with this toxic person. I was in this toxic relationship. You know, I was feeling, you know, like I had to prove something. I had to prove myself. I thought this was my wish. I thought this was my dream person. And then turns out it wasn't. That sort of thing. So yeah, either you or someone else may be saying this, but new beginnings for June are evident. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of effort, but for many of you, it's going to happen, and you're going to be able to leave behind whatever wasn't working. whether it's in an existing relationship or, you know, leaving one situation for another. Now, if this is a creative project, because this does not have to be just a relationship, it could be like, you know, this, you're attending a wedding in June and this is coming up as, you know, the thing that, you know, must be accepted. It's like, no matter what, I got to go to this wedding. That could be, for some of you, the only reason that this is coming up. But, you know, this creative project could be something where, you know, it may not be the stablest choice monetarily. Maybe you're always kind of like, you know, this is just not reliable work, or, you know, I'm always a little bit concerned, you know, am I going to get another gig, or am I going to get another commission? You know, maybe you rely on commission and some months are great, some months are not. June, you could be feeling a little strapped financially if that's the way this is working out. But again, I feel like those of you that are, you've got a new idea. You may even be taking a course, learning something. But again, this doesn't seem to be for most of you kind of like a mundane sort of job. This would be more creative, like, you know, music or art or acting classes or learning to play an instrument or, you know, something of that nature. For some of you, it may also be something spiritual. You may be learning how to use energy. You may be learning how to, you may be learning Reiki. You may be learning something like this, reading tarot. Something that you really love, but you are looking to later maybe, you know, try to earn an income at. I wouldn't quit the day job yet. If you do have a day job, it does seem like, you know, you're going to be kind of doing both for a little while. But whatever this is, it's leading to good things. And June seems to be the turnaround for this. I feel like for some of you, this may be a completely new interest, but for many of you, it's something you've been interested in for a while. Like maybe a really long time. You've just never really taken the time out to take a class or learn more about it. You do have the Three of Rods here in reverse. So yeah, it's not quite time to leave drop a day job in favor of a creative job specifically. Or it's not time to drop one project in favor of another. Not quite yet. You're not ready to kind of release something or start marketing it. But you are intuitively really, really drawn to those of you that are starting something new creatively or as like a career change. You're really pulled to do this intuitively. It feels like the right path. You know that this is it. Those of you that were looking to, those of you like, especially those of you kind of considering moving forward or taking a relationship to the next level or trying to fix an existing relationship, you may be seeking spiritual guidance from like a spiritual leader or, you know, just someone who, particularly a female with a lot of wisdom. Someone who always gives you wise, unbiased advice. So I don't, you know, it may be a family member, but for many of you, it could be someone like who does like what I do, or it could be, you know, a therapist or, a trusted friend, a confidant that you're talking to about this. And I feel like they will tell you, well, you know, maybe it's not time to move forward with that yet. Or, you know, yeah, that's a good plan, but maybe think about this a little bit first, or maybe kind of try to work out how you would do this, you know, first of all, and see. I do feel like, though, June is the start of something that you have been waiting on, changing for the better. You've wanted, this has been your wish. It's been, you know, oh, how wonderful would it be? And this is your card, Aquarius, the star. So this is you. You know, how wonderful would it be for this to change, for this to heal? How wonderful would it be if we could fix this? Or if this disruptive event, you know, we finally, everything settles and we're able to kind of figure out a way forward. Someone may be tempted, because need is also here in reverse, in the position of what must be accepted about June. It's like there may be a fear, or someone even may be tempted to repeat a mistake. Repeat the same mistake again. Maybe you, could be someone close to you. Could be one of the, if it's not you, maybe it's your partner or someone who is connected to this. One of these people, because neither of these people have to be you. Again, this just could be a couple in your family or, so there may be a temptation to kind of go back and repeat a mistake. And, some of you may be trying to talk someone out of doing this, or again, someone's giving you wise advice. So I wouldn't make any decisions until you talk to whoever this is, this trusted confidant, this spiritual advisor, your priest, whoever you go to for, wisdom. Talk to this person first before making any decisions, because I think it's going to save you a lot of heartache. Now, those of you that are single, someone could come in, you could get if you've been wishing and hoping and thinking and praying, that song, planning and dreaming, and I forget the rest of it. You can look it up on YouTube. It's a cute song. But yeah, if you've been wishing for a soulmate, wishing for someone completely different from the past, you could meet someone in June. And it would be in a very surprising way. So it's probably for most of you not going to be when you are looking to meet someone. So not online, not on Tinder or whatever, or not at the bar. It's going to be somewhere you wouldn't expect. And this is going to be a relationship that develops at a good pace, not too fast, not too slow. It's going to be, and it may be almost be gradual. And for some of you, I feel like it may be connected to this class, whatever, those of you that are taking a class or when we start to follow our intuition, start to really kind of, okay, I've always been interested in this. I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to take this class and see if I'm any good at this, if I have a talent for that. When we start kind of following our soul path, not that you haven't been on it, but when you really start putting effort into that, that's when things start to come together. And it could be for many of you that's where you meet someone who turns out to be very different from anyone that you've been with before. And that's an attraction, because it's like, those were some bad choices. I made some bad choices with those people, or they weren't worth my time or effort or heartache or any of that stuff. And now I'm meeting people that, they have an interest in something that they're passionate about, the same thing that I'm passionate about. And now we're passionate about each other. So love is literally and figuratively on the table for you, Aquarius, but you do have to let go of the past and let go of anyone that you think is your type. And Aquarians, generally, you guys are pretty open and accepting of people. You are usually pretty eccentric in your own right, and I mean that in the best of ways. I have a lot of Aquarian friends and family members, and I love them dearly. They're magnificent people. And they're quirky, and they're fun, and they're so unique. And so you're normally not one to be like, oh gosh, well, I would never date anybody, that wasn't this or whatever. So the fact that someone comes in and is completely different may give you pause. It's like, oh, I've never dated anyone like that before, but I'm really feeling a pull here. Go with your gut. Follow that intuition, because it's going to be really off the charts in June, Aquarius, especially when it comes to relating and relationships and not repeating past mistakes and healing, letting the past go, letting expectations go. And that can be a tough one for everyone. We all have kind of that idealistic picture in our head, no matter what it is, whether it's a job, a career path, a relationship, a marriage. We all have that in our heads, but life has this funny way of never giving that to you. So yeah, try not to get caught up in that and just kind of flow with the energy and see what comes. Because I think you're going to get a pleasant surprise. I also want to say that whatever this is that you're studying or kind of going into could bring you some fame, because the star card also talks about, being a star, fame, fortune, being recognized. Maybe not at like a national or international level, but maybe even in your community, becoming well known for whatever this talent or gift is that you're getting ready to check out or look into or try your hand at. So that is what I see, Aquarius. All in all, June looks to be a good month. It seems like you're leaving behind negativity, and you're going to be rewarded for that, kind of cutting that loose. But I'm getting ready to pull your spiritual guidance card. So do join me over on my Vimeo page. The link is below in the details section again. I'm going to pull that from the Witchlings deck by Paulina Cassidy. So join me over there. I'll see you in a bit. And good luck with June, Aquarius.